In the world of Marvel Comics, not every war begins with hatred. Some wars begin with fear. The conflict between Jean Grey and the Sentinels is not a personal rivalry, nor is it a traditional superhero battle. It is a clash of philosophy, evolution, and inevitability. On one side stands Jean Grey, a mutant whose power represents the next step in existence itself. On the other side stand the Sentinels, machines created by humanity to prevent mutantkind from surpassing them. This war is not about strength alone. It is about whether life can be controlled by logic, or whether evolution will always break its chains. The Sentinels were designed with a single purpose: to detect, contain, and eliminate mutants. They are not driven by emotion, mercy, or hesitation. Every upgrade makes them more adaptive, more intelligent, and more ruthless. Jean Grey, however, is not merely a mutant soldier. She is the embodiment of mutant potential at its highest level. From the moment these two forces collide, the question is no longer who strikes first. The question becomes whether a machine can ever truly defeat a force born from life itself. Jean Grey, the pinnacle of mutant potential. Jean Grey is one of the most powerful mutants ever born. Even without cosmic amplification, her natural abilities place her among the highest-tier telepaths and telekinetics in Marvel history. Her mind can enter, dominate, and dismantle other minds with ease. Her telekinesis allows her to manipulate matter at a molecular level, create force fields, achieve flight, and disassemble enemies without ever touching them. Against standard Sentinels, Jean Grey does not fight physically. She overrides systems, crushes metal with thought, and shuts down artificial intelligence as effortlessly as silencing a voice in her own mind. But Jean Grey's true threat lies beyond her mutant abilities. She is the true and destined host of the Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity that embodies life, death, and rebirth across the universe. When Jean accesses the Phoenix, she stops being a target and becomes a constant. At this level, her existence operates beyond linear time and physical limitation. She does not merely destroy enemies. She rewrites the conditions that allowed them to exist. To Jean Grey, Sentinels are not opponents. They are obstacles. Cold, logical, predictable obstacles that exist entirely within the boundaries of a reality she can reshape. The Sentinels, extinction programmed into metal. The Sentinels are among the most persistent threats in X-Men history because they never stop evolving. Each generation learns from the last. They adapt to mutant abilities, resist psychic attacks, and coordinate globally as a single intelligence network. Advanced models such as Master Mold, Nimrod, and Omega Sentinels have proven capable of wiping out entire mutant populations in alternate futures. Against most mutants, the Sentinels represent overwhelming forces of inevitability. However, Sentinels rely on two fatal assumptions. The first is that every threat can be quantified. The second is that every enemy exists within measurable parameters. Jean Grey violates both assumptions. Her power does not follow rules that machines can calculate. Her mind is not a signal that can be blocked. Her connection to the Phoenix Force is not energy that can be absorbed or adapted to. When Sentinels attempt to analyze Jean Grey at her peak, they are not facing a variable. They are facing an endpoint. Even the most advanced Sentinel models struggle against high-level telepaths. Against Jean Grey, their adaptive algorithms lose all meaning. They can react, but they cannot comprehend. And in a war where comprehension defines survival, that limitation is fatal. When Phoenix rises, the war stops being a war. Once Jean Grey fully embraces the Phoenix Force, the very idea of a mutant war collapses under its own limitations. This is no longer a conflict measured by numbers, firepower, or tactical superiority. It is no longer a battle between weapons and powers. It becomes a confrontation between creation itself and artificial order imposed by fear. The Phoenix does not function like a weapon designed to destroy enemies one by one. It operates as a cosmic principle. It represents life, death, rebirth, and continuity across the universe. When the Phoenix rises, it does not fight for victory. It asserts authority over existence. Sentinels are built to adapt. They analyze threats, collect data, evolve responses, and counter abilities that exist within predictable parameters. Their intelligence is vast, but it remains bound by logic, causality, and computation. The Phoenix exists beyond all three. It does not require time to react. It does not need data to decide. It does not respond to attacks. It determines outcomes before action ever occurs. Sentinels cannot adapt to something that exists outside causality, because adaptation itself depends on cause and effect. Against the Phoenix, those concepts no longer apply. At the White Phoenix of the Crown level, Jean Grey transcends the battlefield entirely. She is no longer present within the war. She exists above it, beyond it, and independent of it. Time does not limit her. Space does not contain her. Physical conflict becomes irrelevant. At this level, Jean Grey does not confront Sentinels as enemies to be defeated. She confronts the idea that they should exist at all. Sentinels are erased not through destruction, but through irrelevance. The reality that allows them to function is rewritten. Their purpose becomes obsolete. Their mission loses meaning. Their programming collapses into nothing. Their war ends before it can meaningfully begin. At this stage, there is no struggle, no resistance, and no escalation. The Sentinels do not lose because they are weak, outdated, or poorly designed. They lose because they were never created to face a godlike force of evolution. They were built to suppress mutants, not to challenge the cosmic source from which life itself is renewed. Final verdict: who wins this mutant war? In a direct confrontation, Jean Grey defeats the Sentinels decisively. In her base mutant form alone, she already outmatches standard Sentinel units through overwhelming telepathy and telekinesis. She can invade their systems, shut down their artificial intelligence, collapse their mechanical structures, and neutralize their coordination before they can mount a meaningful response. Against more advanced models, the conflict becomes more demanding, but it never truly shifts in the Sentinel's favor. Jean Grey's mind operates on a level machines can analyze, but never truly understand. Once the Phoenix Force is involved, the outcome becomes absolute. This is no longer a fight that can be prolonged, escalated, or adapted to. The Sentinels represent fear, control, and resistance to change. Jean Grey represents evolution, potential, and cosmic inevitability. Machines can delay evolution. They can suppress it temporarily. They can slow its progress. But they cannot stop it. In every meaningful version of this conflict, across timelines, futures, and alternate realities, the result remains the same. The Sentinels fall. Their purpose collapses. The war ends. And Jean Grey stands not merely as the victor of a battle, but as proof that no machine, no program, and no system of fear can permanently suppress the future. Final result: Jean Grey is vastly more powerful, and the Sentinels cannot defeat her. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.